I was working in a bar, so I was working nights. I was living with my boyfriend at the time. I was so unhappy. I knew I wasn't happy, and I knew that I wanted more. I wanted more for myself, but mostly for my children. I got saved here at Calvary, and God was changing my heart. He was changing who I was, and my boyfriend just wasn't. He wasn't changing. He wasn't on board. With him and the home life, it absolutely got worse. My final straw was the night that he literally beat me up. That was the first time he ever really got me. I had black eye, bruised ribs. I was on the floor and he was kicking me. And my kids were watching. That's when I knew I gotta go. I can't do this anymore. We packed some bags, we took some food, and we went to the shelter. I was homeless, I had no car, no job, and I was living in a battered women's shelter with 3 children, and at the time found out I was pregnant with my 4th. I was pregnant with Gabriella, and I personally prayed and thought, okay, if you want me to keep her and you want me to, have these kids and be a family with everybody, I need you to put me where I need to be to make that happen. And it just started from there. The ball just kept rolling. After a few weeks, I did find a job, and an office job. So I had gotten out of the field that I was in of bartending and in the clubs, which was huge. My oldest son, it was right around the time that they do the 6, 7, 8 summer camp. And I obviously was not in a position to be able to send him to that summer camp, and I had applied for the scholarship. I had spoken to Santiago, so that's the first door that opened. He had blessed my son with a trip, obviously, to go for a summer camp. During that phone call, he said that he may have something else that would benefit me and help me. He had called me back and wanted to introduce me to some ladies in the church. Cindy and Wendy are sisters. They came up to me and said, if we were willing to open our home to you, would you be willing to put the kids in a safe family? To place the kids with safe family was a huge step of faith. So the kids went to stay with a safe family, and I went to live with Cindy and Wendy. My oldest son was actually living with a family friend. I was taking so many different classes that are offered here. Christianity 101, the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace, the parenting classes 101, for toddlers, and trying to use as many of those tools and resources that God was making available to me. I had faithfully been saving, and it was coming to the time where I was going to be due. My 4th child was going to be born. Coming to our single family ministries, there was a young lady that referred me over to a program that they base what I pay off of, for rent, off of the income that I have coming in. They pay 70, I pay 30. It was exactly what I needed to be able to have my daughter, be able to finish school, and be able to reunite my family, which was like the final step. I finished school as a dental assistant, and I work, and now I'm actually going to school to become a registered nurse. Very involved with the single parent ministry. I have some true friends here, which is something I never had before. He gave me the home and the job and the education and what I needed to have all of my family together and be able to raise my children. So it's amazing.